यमुना तीरा यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण जय राधा माधव जय पंचतत्व जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय राधा माधव जय पंचतत्व जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणानंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Today we will take the liberty which is given by His Holiness Jayaprakash Swami Maharaj and we can chant Radha's name separately today. Today is the only day. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Madhava. So, we are on the most auspicious day throughout the year. There is no more, nothing bigger than this for us. So, before we go into the tough service which I have and the tough service which you have, I know that all of you have been asked to come. Because 6 to 7, no other people will come. So all of you have to come. So thank you for the system which Mayapur has created, that some of them at least have to come forcefully. Thank you for coming. So before we go forward, we'll chant the invocation mantra. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Bahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langate girim yatkrupatamaham bande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swami Tinami Namacharya Padanitaya Kruvadayane Gaurakatadamada Nagaragranthane Katanjana Smrite Yasmin Dushkaram Sukaram Bhavet Vismrite Viparitam Syat Shri Chaitanyam Namamitam Hare Krishna. So we are on this day, the most awaited Radhashtami 2025, and thank you for the authorities for giving me this wonderful opportunity. It is a tough service. Have no realizations on Srimati Radharani, have no understanding of the Tattva, but since I have been asked, I am trying to do some service. I have just listened to few people who have spoken about Srimati Radharani, made notes. I am just going to repeat whatever they have said. Don't ask me for what is the source of the stories which I am going to tell you, because I don't know. It was somewhere the Vaishnavas know. So, before we go into the pastimes, some pastimes we can't access. No? Till the time we have some realizations from within, we can't access that pastimes. Hearing that pastime is okay. Speaking that pastime in public is not so much recommended. So we'll stick to those pastimes which are safe. Radharani, Srimati Radharani. Now all pastimes are done by the Krishna's energies. Krishna's internal energy, Hladini Shakti, is Srimati Radharani. Krishna comes to this material world on his own accord. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge. Krishna said this. Whenever there is downfall of the dharma, I'll come back again. I'll create myself on my own accord. I don't create myself because somebody is asking. So he says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya. So all of us know very well, should he come to take care of the evil miscreants? One tsunami is enough. One hurricane is enough. One storm is enough. One earthquake is enough. Few accidents are enough. One war is enough. He need not come. Dharma samsthapanarthaya. Should he come for dharma samsthapana? Should he come back on his own? Not necessary. Why? He can just send Prabhupada. See, after so many years of dharma not being there, Prabhupada came and the entire world is inundated with Krishna Nam. So for that also his just servants are enough. So he comes on his own accord to do leelas and to give pleasure to the sadhus, to give pleasure to the devotees. Now this pleasure potency of Krishna is Srimati Radharani. So if she is a pleasure potency, then actually it's said, Radha Krishna Eka Atma Dui Deha Dore. They appear like two bodies, but they are actually non-different. Radha and Krishna are non-different. We all know this. What is the thing? Nothing new we are going to learn by hearing tattva. But rasa, every time we hear a pastime, it is so melodious, it is so nice. Because tattva will make us drowsy. Because tattva is like, arey yaar, boring hai. Suna hua hai. I know this. But when rasa we hear, in a few months, in next month or so, we will hear Damodar Katha. How many times we have heard Damodar Katha? The same little boy running, the same little boy stealing butter, the same little boy going and hiding, the same little boy being chastised by the mother. Every time we hear the same story, almost every day, on a daily basis. But the story never gets old. Every day there is new rasa. Why? When there is rasa in the topic, it's like the famous sweet in Bengal. What is it? Rasgulla. If you take Rasgulla and you squeeze it, what do you get? Rasa. If you put it in your mouth, what do you get? Rasa. On your hand, what is there? Rasa. If you shake hands with somebody, what is going to get that person? Rasa. So that rasa is going to transfer from the person who is eating to the person who is meeting. So this rasa is there in the pastimes of the Lord. Anything which Krishna does is to reclaim the fallen jiva back into Goloka. This is the truth. Because he does not have to do anything. Na tasya karya karanam cha vidyate. It is said that he has got nothing to do, no work on the top. He has delegated everything. This entire material world is created by Brahma. It is being taken care by Vishnu. It's when it is want to be destroyed, it will be destroyed by Shiva. And then all the jivas will go back into Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Nothing Krishna has to do. Krishna has to just keep his flute. One Videshi, one foreigner came to India, not even a ISKCON devotee, not even Krishna devotee. He went back to America or whichever country, and his colleagues asked, what did you learn in India? He said, I learnt one thing. What did you learn? That Krishna is the supreme person of Godhead. Krishna is God. So they asked, why? Because if you see, Hindus have many deities. Right? One person is actually chanting on somebody's names. He's doing some work. One person is creating something. One person is actually defending somebody. One person is actually killing somebody. But Krishna is the only one who was just having a good time, just having the flute, friends around, having fun. So the Lord need not do anything. Na tasya karya karanam cha vidyate. But Krishna does his pastimes. Why does he do his pastimes? The only purpose is to entertain the mind of the devotee to such a way that the mind gets attracted to his lotus feet. The mind has to get attracted to the lotus feet. The soul has to remember his lost relationship with the Lord. For that he keeps on coming and reminding. You know, these children, when they are supposed to remember, the children, the parents, what they do? Hey, that one, hey, this one. They keep giving clues. The children is supposed to go on the stage and tell one rhyme. Ba, ba, black. He forgot. Ship, ship, ship. So the parents keep on reminding the child, next word is this, next word is this. The child does not know anything. The parents know that doing these things is good. So our eternal parents are creating these pastimes only to attract us back to Goloka. We are closing our eyes, not seeing it. That is the reason these great days that we have is for us to meditate on those pastimes and then get into it. What do you mean by get into it? We are not some acharya who's siddhas to get into a pastime. At least we'll get into the mood of the pastime. Say, "Arey, aisa hua tha, this happened, that happened." Oh, so nice. We hear about Krishna's Balya pastimes, like, oh, fantastic. So some pastimes we'll hear today. In Bhavishya Puran, the Lord tells Narada, if you want my mercy, dear Narada, just pray to Srimati Radharani. Just pray to Srimati Radharani. So these methods of going and getting the mercy of the Lord is already there in our Puranas, in our Shastras. We have to just find the method and have conviction in it. To get the conviction on these methods, we see so many examples. Hey, he went to Srimati Radharani and he got the mercy. Hey, this person also went and he also got the mercy. So like that, there are so many pastimes. In Brahma Vaivarta Puran, it is said that once somebody says the word, the letter or the syllable Ra, Krishna gives them prema bhakti. As soon as he hears Ra, and is just waiting curiously, what will we say next? And as they say Dha, he just runs behind them. He runs behind those people who just say Radha. It is said in Brahma Vaivarta Puran. We know it. We say it. But we have to have that eagerness to say that this word, if I say this is the last thing which I'm going to say, it's enough. Let me get the pleasure. Let me get the prema. For who? For your pleasure. Sometimes we get confused that, if we get Krishna prema, we'll be happy. No. Krishna prema, if at all when we get, when I get, it is for the pleasure of Krishna. Krishna becomes pleased if the jiva gets Krishna prema. Radharani becomes pleased if the jiva gets Krishna prema. So for their pleasure we should do. But what we do, we say like, we will chant in such a way that it will be very nice for us. The mood is that we want to chant good rounds so that we feel good. Okay, to start with it's okay. But Radharani says, you do activities for the pleasure of Krishna. That is what is the main thing for all the gopis, and among all the gopis it's Radharani. So by example they are teaching us. Their example by teaching us. Satyam satyam punah satyam satyam eva punah punah vina radha prasadena mat prasada na labhyate, Krishna says. Without the mercy of Radharani, my prasada, my mercy to you will not be available. This is true, true again, Krishna repeatedly says. So, Radha, there are many meanings which Acharyas have given. One of the meanings is the Ra is Rasamandal or Anuragi, the person who goes behind Krishna, and Dha is Dhavati. He is very, very eager to serve Krishna. That is Radha. So when we speak about her appearance, it's not birthday, appearance and disappearance. They do it on their own for the pleasure of the entire Krishna's pleasure. Everybody appears. It's like the sun appears in the sky. When it is night, it does not mean that sun is gone. It just disappeared. So Radharani appears for the pleasure of devotees and Krishna, and for making the devotees get associated with Krishna more. So the first, there are so many kalpa bhedas, basically different kalpas tell the appearance of Radharani in different ways. We'll go through a few of them. One of the versions of the appearance of Radharani is that when Parvati Devi got married to Shiva. Parvati is the daughter of Himalaya. So Himalaya, as a mountain, as a king of that mountain, he was very happy that, see, my daughter got married to Shiva, this great personality. Who is more powerful than Shiva? So he was very happy that his daughter got married to a great personality. So this transcendental competition, Vindhya mountain. Vindhya got this desire, not out of envy, but it's just a desire. Hey, see how happy Himalaya is. I also want to be happy like that, little more happy. So I want to get a daughter who will get married to somebody who will go to defeat Shiva. This kind of transcendental desire Vindhya got. So when he had this desire, he did amazing austerity towards Brahma. And Brahma appeared. Said, what do you want? I want a daughter who will get married to somebody who is going to defeat Shiva. And Brahma is like very merciful. We know so many instances where he has given boons left, right, center. Take this, take that also. This also, it's okay because I have Krishna to save me. So he said, okay, go. Tathastu. Then he started thinking, who can defeat Shiva? It's very difficult. I mean, I've never heard anybody do that. So he thought, I am in trouble now. I have given some boon which is very difficult to be satisfied. But then he had also thought, if I have told, then it must be true, must happen. So he prayed to whom? Our Shri Radharani. He prayed to Radharani and said, Radharani, please help me. You only have to do something. Because it is nobody other than you who should be born as Vindhya's daughter, who has to get married to Krishna, and then only this can happen. So Radharani said, okay. So at the same time, there was the wives of Vrishabhanu and Chandrabhanu. They were pregnant. So that pregnancy was transferred from their womb to the wives of Vindhya. And when it was transferred, and then there was two most beautiful daughters were born to Vindhya by the mercy of Brahma, by his benediction. When they were born, at the same time what had happened, Kamsa was about to kill the 8th child of Devaki. And we all know that Devaki's 8th child slipped out of his hand, and she took a 8-handed form of Durga, and she announced, hey Kamsa, you fool, the person who is about to kill you is already born elsewhere. And she also told, there are also going to be 8 powerful children, girl children who are going to be born. Kamsa got wild, said, okay. So he called Putana, he said, okay, go kill all the male child and kidnap all the female children. So Putana started doing that. She started killing all the male children and kidnap all the female children. So when she went to Vindhya's palace, she saw that the yajna was happening. For what? Because 2 children are born, beautiful children. So she picked up those beautiful children and she was kidnapping them. At that time, the Brahmanas saw, the people who were doing the yajna, they saw that Putana is carrying these children. So they chanted some mantra and that made her very weak. So she dropped those children in different places. One fell into the lap of Vrishabhanu, the other one in the lap of Chandrabhanu. One was seen as Radharani, the other one is Chandravali. This is one version of the story which is there in different kalpa. Okay, so again, don't ask for the source. These are all there in some of the other Puranas. Okay, so this is what happened in one version. Second version, Surya, sun god, had the desire that he should have Radharani as his daughter. So he prayed. And then at that time, in Raval, there was a great personality called Mahabhanu. He had sons, Chandrabhanu, Ratnabhanu, Vrishabhanu, Swabhanu and Pratibhanu. 5 sons. One of them is Vrishabhanu. And Vrishabhanu is non-different from sun god. So he got married to Kirtida, and for a long time they did not have children. And so after that, they heard the voice of Katyayani saying that unless you chant the Krishna and Radha's name, you are not going to have this benediction. So he went to a guru, and then he went to the hermitage of Krutu Muni. Krutu Muni gave him the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He says that Krutu Muni said, Iti Shodashaka Namnam Trikala Kalmashanashanam. Okay, some different version of the same mantra which we hear in Narada Muni, Brahma telling to Narada. So then Katyayani came and presented to him a beautiful golden box. And in that box there was this beautiful, beautiful Radharani. And that is one version. Then after that there is another version said Vrishabhanu Maharaj, after marrying Kirtida, did not have children. So he did a lot of austerities on the banks of river Yamuna. And one day when he was going to Yamuna and having a bath there, when he came out, he saw beautiful golden lotus with multiple petals. And in the middle of the golden lotus on the wall was this beautiful, beautiful girl child, Radharani. And when he came home and showed it to Kirtida, Kirtida said, yes, this must be the result of our austerities which we have done, and hence we will have her as our child. So she started taking care of that child as their own daughter. When great personalities, or what personalities, God when appears, he doesn't appear normally, doesn't appear through the womb. Like how Krishna did not appear through the womb of Devaki. He came as 400 form and then he became a child. But then Devaki's motherly heart, she was saying, Hare Krishna, Kamsa is going to come, please hide somewhere. I'm going to protect you. So like this, Vrishabhanu also started taking care of Srimati Radharani. Radharani always exists in this ethereal world, in the eternal world. She appears and disappears on her own accord. So today is her appearance day. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyalila, 23rd chapter, verses 85 to 91, there are 25 great qualities of Radharani. Of course, Radharani has got unlimited qualities. Krishna Kaviraj Goswami says 25 is prominent among these. Prominent. We might say Krishna has got 64 qualities, Radharani has got 25, so she is less. No. The last quality of Radharani which we are going to read, which we are going to see, it says it is a quality where she controls Krishna. So if there is a quality where she controls Krishna who's got 64 qualities, then she has got 64 plus 25. No? So in that way, the Gaudiya Vaishnavas never agree that Krishna is superior to Radharani, it is said. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we are in that Gaudiya Vaishnava line. It is said that those people who worship Vishnu are called Vaishnavas, those people who worship Krishna are called Karshneyas, and those people who worship the original Gaurangi is called Gaudiyas. So it is said that in our line, people worship Krishna because Radharani likes him. There is no other reason. Radharani likes Krishna and hence we also offer him a flower. So now these qualities, she is very sweet. The first quality says Radharani is very, very sweet. Of course, we all know it. We have to realize it one day that she is very, very sweet and sweet. Her sweetness is seen in one of the stories which we hear. Radharani has a pet parrot. It is said that on her left hand that parrot sits and she speaks Bhagavatam. When she speaks Bhagavatam, the parrot repeats. Parrot will always repeat. So when the Bhagavatam parrot is repeating, she gives a pomegranate. After the parrot repeats, a pomegranate is given to her. And then the parrot eats nicely the pomegranate and goes into the world and he spreads the Bhagavatam. This is what he does. So in one of the pastimes, Krishna just got the Upanayana. After the Upanayana, Before going to Sandipini Muni ashram, he had another guru called Bhagola Rishi. Bhagola Rishi had given him a Narayana mantra. Okay, he is supposed to chant the Narayana mantra after the while doing Gayatri. So Yashoda Maya called him, hey Krishna, go do your Narayana mantra chapa. Go to the altar and do, or sit there. So he's chanting is Narayana, 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 or whatever mantra he had got. But of course, he's chanting his own name. Where is the rasa? He's not getting any rasa. He's saying, oh, this is so boring. I'm just chanting my own name. It's very, very boring. So he's chanting, but Yashoda Maya is looking. He has to do it. So he's doing it for the sake of Yashoda Maya. But he's chanting his own name. There's no rasa for him. Then this parrot comes. And then he looks at the parrot. He said, what? He said, it's very boring for me. What to do? He said, what do you want? He said, I want a dhara of nectar. Then the parrot heard dhara. Then the parrot started saying, Tara, 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 Tara. Then the parrot got confused in the flow, started reversing the alphabets. She sings Radha, 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 Radha. When he heard the Radha's name, Krishna became so ecstatic, tears started flowing, all the Ashtasatvik Vikar on Krishna. Because Radharani's name is hearing. And Yashodama is looking from the kitchen, he's saying, oh, look at my son. Narayana mantra is working so well on him. His Upanayana from Bhagola Rishi is so good. And Krishna is chanting so nicely that tears are flowing from his eyes. But who knows the secret? Only he knows the secret. So he is getting attracted by Srimati Radharani's name. So she is so sweet. Her name is so sweet. She is always freshly youthful, it is said. The second quality, freshly youthful. What all people do to remain youthful. In the spiritual world, Radharani is always 14 years, 2 months and 15 days. Not even 16 days. 14 years, 2 months and 15 days. Krishna is 15 years, 9 months and 7 days. Fixed, almost near 16, near 14. This fixed age. Look at that. In the material world, all human beings are trying to remain young. That is why the entire industry of pharmaceutical industry is thriving. Fair and lovely. You put this, you'll remain young. You eat that, you'll remain young. So people are making diets from left, right, center just to remain young. But it is impossible for somebody to remain young. But Radharani remains young forever, ever freshly youthful. Some information which I got is in the commentary to Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives Gokul to Mahavan, Krishna was from birth to 3 years 4 months. Vrindavan Raman Reti, he was there from 3 years 4 months to 6 years 8 months. Nandagram, he stayed from 6 years 8 months to 10 years 7 months. If you see these things, this is not even available in the spiritual world. That is why Bhaumya Leela is very, very important. And Devatas want to come and be a part of the Bhaumya Leela because Radharani and Krishna are ever youthful in the spiritual world, not even one day more or less. So if somebody has to go through and be a part of the childhood pastimes, they have to be in the Bhaumya Leela, where it is happening in the material world. So when Narada Muni heard that Krishna is born in the material world, is about to be born, he came and did everything required for speeding up the process. He went to Kamsa, he taught him how to kill everybody. He told that, oh, don't believe Devaki and Nanda, they have surrendered to you, but you never know. He gave them the logic. What do you mean by eighth? He showed them one circular 8-petal lotus. He said, you tell me which is the 8th petal, which is the first petal. Kamsa got confused and got convinced, this is logic. Which is the first petal, which is the 8th petal? If you count from here, this is 8th. If you count from the second, this one is 8th. So don't believe them. Gave all the logic. So Kamsa started killing all the children, and then that actually sped up the process of Krishna coming. When Krishna came, he went and saw Krishna's beautiful form. Narada Muni got very curious. Oh, Krishna is so beautiful. Where is Srimati Radharani? She must also have come here, I'm sure. Because Krishna doesn't come without Radharani. So somewhere Radharani must have been born. So he started searching. He started going and searching. When he went to Vrishabhanu Maharaj's house, he said, do you have any newborn child around? Vrishabhanu got Sudama out. Radharani's sister, brother, what's Sudama, no? Sridama, sorry. Sridama. Then the child saw the child, he said, okay, very nice, he's going to become Krishna's friend and all those things he told. But then he was very curious, where is the girl child? Where is Radharani? Then Vrishabhanu said, I have another child, but she's blind. She can't open the eyes. Oh, is that so? Let me see. When he went inside and saw Radharani, and she prayed, this must be Radharani, because she is million times more beautiful than Krishna. How many times? Million times more beautiful than Krishna. Imagine, Krishna himself is so beautiful. He is Madana Mohana. The person, Cupid personified, gets attracted by Krishna. And she is Madana Mohana Mohini. Some speaker was saying that there are this material world, we create competitions and we come to a conclusion saying that she is Miss Universe. Have they even seen the universe? Of what is the size of the universe? These Miss Universes which we see in this material world, if we go to just Swarga Loka, just here, just one jump away, if you go to Swarga, the Apsaras over there will make these Miss Universes look like one pond frog in front of them. So the Apsaras are so beautiful. More beautiful than the Apsaras are Lakshmis in the Vaikuntha. And so many Lakshmis put together are the gopis, and among the gopis it's Radharani. So look at the hierarchy. She's so beautiful. And her eyes are restless. Why are her eyes restless? Because she's always looking for, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Her eyes are restless. She smiles brightly. She has got beautiful auspicious lines. She has got many symbols on her leg. We know that so many people would have written the Pada Naksha of Radharani. She's got conch shell, chariot, fish, spear, club, sacrificial altar, earrings, mountain. That is on her right lotus feet. On her left lotus feet there are 11 symbols. Barley corn, discus, umbrella, bracelet, upward line, flower, flag, creeper, lotus flower, elephant gourd, half moon. She makes Krishna happy with all the aromas of her body. Very esoteric, we'll not go into this. She's got many aromas. And Krishna has also got his aroma. I remember one person in Dubai or America, I don't remember. She started going into the scriptures and identifying what are the aromas of Krishna's body, and she created one aroma of mixing camphor, aguru, chandan, like that, and this was Krishna's aroma. So started selling Krishna's aroma. So yeah, this is a devotee's nice mood of how will Krishna smell. See, if somebody wants to get attracted to the Lord and there is only Brahman, how can you get attracted? I mean, at least it's very difficult just with the Brahman. But if you know a little more details, he looks like this, he's blue color, and he walks like this, he runs like this, he does all these kind of mischiefs. Another parameter to sort of long for, something to know about him. The more you know about the divine, the higher the probability of getting attached. So aroma is also there. Another interesting parameter, interesting story is, whenever this what's her name, Jatila and Kutila, they used to go inside the forest, they used to go like this, because they used to smell if Krishna is around. Krishna was so fragrant. So they could smell Radharani and they could smell Krishna, and Kutila used to come and tell Abhimanyu, Krishna is there, Radharani is also there, see, we'll go to the forest. So they used to smell the divine bodies of Radharani and Krishna. So Radharani has got these divine aromas which makes it very attractive for Krishna. Expert in singing. She is such an expert singer, she doesn't have to follow a raga. She sings and new ragas are born. That is what Radharani's singing is. She's so expert in singing. She's expert in joking and speaking pleasantly. Krishna doesn't like boredom. He likes entertainment. And Krishna gets entertained by Radharani by being very chalu with him. She doesn't, she's not very easily submitting to him. If he has a question, she will have a double question. If he has an answer, he will have some crooked answer for that. So then there was a story of, they say it's called the Koshi story. Few years ago, some devotees did the story as a drama here in front of Radha Madhav altar on one of the Sakhi's birthdays. Very beautiful. Those actors are also very nice. So it's called Koshi. Koshi means Ka Ashi. Who are you? So Krishna is coming and knocking at the door of Radharani, and she is asking, who are you? Who is this? And then Krishna answers. Whatever he answers, she is giving a crooked answer back, saying that I don't want you. She doesn't want to allow him. Radharani asks, Koshi. Says, it's me, Hari. Hari? Hari means lion. I am scared of lions. It's in the jungle. I don't want you here. Please go away. Again Krishna knocks. Radharani asks, Koshi. Krishna says, I am Sri Hari. Sri Hari means monkey. Monkeys, what are you doing in the night? You go back to your place, go to your house. Tomorrow morning you are supposed to do so many mischiefs. You are supposed to steal so many people's butter. You are supposed to run with Krishna, do all those things. Don't come here. You go away. Then he says, I am Syama Sundara. Syama Sundara? A dark cloud. It's about to rain. Don't come here and rain. It's the middle of the night. The mothers have actually kindled the fire and they put their children to rest. It is warm for the children. You now pour, the fire will go off and the children will cry and the mothers will be in trouble. Don't come here. Go. Then Krishna again knocks. Koshi, who is this? I am Madhusudana. Madhusudana? Madhusudana means bumblebee. You have come here to sting me. Go away. I don't want you here. Then again he says, I am Madhava. Madhava, I love the spring season. But we're in the middle of the winter. Come on, how can spring be in the middle of winter? I don't want you to be here. Go away. Like that, Krishna, and he says, lastly he says, I know what it is. I am Krishna. Krishna says. Krishna also means black snake. He says, black snake? I don't want a black snake to be around me. It's very dangerous. Now you come to bite me? Go away. So Radharani is an expert speaker. She speaks and entertains Krishna directly or indirectly. He gets very thrilled. She is very humble and meek. It's characteristic of Radharani. So there was one story of how Durvasa Muni came to Vrindavan. Radharani was very small. There are multiple versions of this story, but the story which I heard in my childhood, I'm going to repeat that. Again, no source. So there is, Durvasa Muni comes to Vrindavan and children are playing. How do children play? Generally, the girl kids play kitchen. Have you seen? Girl kids always play kitchen. Boy kids always play office. If you see, generally that is how it is. Because they see their father do office, they play office. Girl kids play kitchen because they are seeing the mothers. It's a different story nowadays that it is going to be maid. Because a maid only is doing the work at home. So kitchen, they are all playing. So they don't have real ingredients. They only have some mud, sticks, stones. So what they do, they take a lot of mud, put water, with their hand make the mud very soft, remove all the stones, and then some little mud they'll put, there's dosa, one will be idli, one will be vada. Like that, in the mud only they create many eatable things. And then to each other they will take coffee, they take tea in the childhood. Let's do it, Krishna. Take herbal tea, take herbal coffee. Okay, so then they say take idli, take vada, take dosa. Like that, children are playing. Durvasa Muni comes. Durvasa Muni, generally his demeanor is like a little scary. He was also dressed in a little like that way. So all the other girls ran away. But Radharani is very humble and meek. She doesn't get scared by Durvasa. And she looks at Durvasa, Muni, please come, sit. Durvasa Muni is like, wow, such a humble girl. I'll have to sit, because he became so enamored by Radharani's calling him, he actually sat. And he said, Durvasa Muni ji, you have come from a very long journey. Can I give you some water? He said, okay, give me some water. She gave some water. Durvasa Muni accepted it. He had. Then next step, Durvasa Muni was not ready for this. She took those mud cakes. She made as dosa, idli or biscuit or whatever. She said, Durvasa Muni, I have made nice cakes and biscuits. Will you eat? Or dosa, idli. Will you eat? He could not say no. Those mud cakes were given by Radharani to Durvasa Muni. And he ate them. So tasty. Nothing more tasty was available for him in the three worlds. He said, if she has created this mud cakes is so tasty, what if she really cooks? So she gives her a benediction. Whatever you cook will be the most nectarian item. So when Yashoda Maya heard this, she said, the best of the world for my son. I'll get Radharani to come to my house and cook for my son every day. So she decided, why? She is Nandarani. She is the queen of that place, Nanda's queen. She said, come. Vrishabhanu was actually reporting to Nanda Maharaj. So, and also he was very happy that daughter was being called to serve Krishna, son of the king. So Radharani used to go and cook for Krishna every day. Some of us are cooks. Matajis, most of them are cooks. They know that some of them would have made a chart, weekly chart. Monday upma, Tuesday dosa, Wednesday chapati, like that. So it gets repeated. Every Monday it gets repeated. In our ashrams also, it will be like a chart. Like this day, this thing, this day, this thing. Some people, some brahmacharis used to come when I used to be in one of the temples. Say, oh, Tuesday, khichdi. Not interested. So they know what day is what. But Radharani never repeats whatever she cooks. Never has she repeated. So every day is a new dish for Krishna. And Krishna is so eager. He wants to know what she has cooked. And he is eagerly eating. So many children I know who are foodies, their mothers used to wake them up by saying, hey, get up, see what is there in your lunchbox. Kids wake up looking at what is there in their lunchbox. Like that, Krishna was also very eager what Radharani is cooking. She is always full of mercy. We have heard of Radharani's merciful stories. Radharani's merciful stories, lots. One of the most famous merciful stories is the story of the she-jackal. We have heard of that. That one in Vraja, some boys, let's be gender equal, some girls also were there. So some boys and girls, they were playing, and then they saw that there was a she-jackal and went into a burrow, and then they lit fire into that burrow, and then the she-jackal got burned, and she started crying. Radharani heard that she-jackal's cry, and she said, oh, what is this? She's crying so pitifully. So Radharani went and cared for that she-jackal also. For us, it is a hope-giving pastime. If Radharani is so merciful and soft-hearted for a she-jackal, if we are chanting Krishna's name, will she not be little merciful on us? Will she not be little merciful on us? Is what the expectation could be. One of the stories which I heard is that once Krishna was given the service of, I'll go to that story a little next. No, next one is, she's shy. Once what happens, Krishna fakes a fever. Krishna fakes a fever because he wants to glorify Radharani by this pastime. So he's a lot of fever. Then Purnamasi comes. Purnamasi comes and says, what is this? Krishna is going through fever. I know one mantra for this. What is the mantra? But that mantra has to be applied while we are bathing him with the water. I said, okay, Radha Yashoda said, I can get water. What is there? No, it has to be water from Yamuna. No, water, Yamuna is flowing right here. What is the problem? I will get it. It has to be got by the most chaste person. I said, okay, there are so many chaste people here. We can go and try. Then Purnamasi hands over the pot in which it's supposed to get the water. The pot has got 100 holes. Anybody tries, they're putting it on their head and the water is leaking through those 100 holes. And they're not able to get the water. So everybody is saying, who's the most chaste? We have to get that person. Let's try this person, let's try that person. But nobody is willing to go into that experiment because they'll be proven not chaste. So Radharani is standing there silently, very shy, just looking at her own feet, not lifting her head. Then somebody says, why don't we ask Radharani to get this water? Others people, what? Radharani, chaste? So many stories we heard about her. Said, no, let's try. So Radharani very shyly goes in, picks up that pot, gets the water from Yamuna and puts it on her head. Not even one drop comes out, flowing through the pot. So everybody later on realizes that Radharani is the most chaste person available anywhere. So Krishna had to glorify Radharani's chastity and her dedication to Krishna, and so for this pastime was created. So then, of course, she walks towards the home, and then Purnamasi takes that water, puts some fake mantras, and Krishna is, lo and behold, becomes fine. And then this Radharani is glorified. She's respectful to all. So many other qualities are there. We are just running out of time. Of course, we have to run out of time when we speak about the glories of Radharani. So the last quality is she keeps Krishna under control. This is the quality which makes Krishna very, very, he longs for Radharani's company. Once there was some occasion in Nanda Maharaj's house, and Yashoda Maiya gave Krishna the service of distributing prasad. Then Radharani came and started complaining to Yashoda Maiya. I said, what is this? Your son is not doing the service properly. I said, what happened? So no, he is distributing prasad to only those people who have a patra, a vessel in their hand. He is telling you have to get your own vessel. What is this? So Krishna says, isn't it logical, Maya? People are coming to eat prasad. Should they not have a plate? How will I give them prasad if they're coming empty-handed? Radharani says, no. You have to give them a vessel and then give them prasad. This is the mood of Radharani, which is the mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The patra or the vessel is the qualification for getting the mercy of Krishna. Even if those jivas who don't have the qualification of getting the mercy of Krishna, our Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is none other than Krishna but in the mood of Radharani, ensures that the jiva gets the qualification, or even without qualification our Nityananda Prabhu is ready to give the mercy. This is the beauty of our parampara. The greatness and the best opportunity which we have in this 14 planetary system is that we are in the line where mercy is flowing, where there is qualification or no qualification. Our parampara is like this. Rupa Goswami, he clearly tells within 11 verses that what needs to be done. Starting from controlling your senses, starting from what you should not do, on how you should behave, what are the six symptoms of love. He tells whom to have company of. Then he says, what should you do? Tishtan Vraje. He says that if you sit in Vraja and spend your entire time, that is the Upadesha Sara. That is the summary of all the instructions he gives in these 11 verses. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said all Gaudiya Vaishnavas should make a mala out of these 11 verses of nectar of instruction and put it around their neck. And in the final 10th verse, Rupa Goswami is saying, Karmibhyo parito hare priyataya. Better than the karmis are the jnanis. Vyaktir yayur jnaninas. After the Jnanis, what is it? Among the Jnanis are those people who have given up Jnana and taken up to Bhakti. And among the people who have taken up to Bhakti are those people who have gone towards Prema. Among those people who have taken up to Prema are those gopis who are just under the eyes of Krishna and waiting for him to see towards them. And among those gopis is Sri Radharani. And that Radharani, mercifully, what she has done? She has created the Radha Kunda for us. Radha Kunda was created by Radharani for what? For the pleasure of Krishna and for the mercy to be distributed to all of us. Who gave us Radha Kunda? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the mood of Radharani, re-excavated Radha Kunda and Syama Kunda and gave it to all of us. That is the mood. Saying that, okay, he sent the Goswami, saying that re-excavate Vrindavana. Why? Because people are going helter-skelter without knowing what to do, what we are supposed to do. We don't know whom to worship, we don't know what to read. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, this is nonsense. Let's give them direct mercy. Don't wait. Krishna said, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Do everything. Give up everything and come and surrender to me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, nothing required. Give it to everybody. Give it to everybody. So when Krishna came in the mood of Radharani, Krishna came in the mood of Radharani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu re-excavated Vrindavana and gave mercy to all of us. So, this is our mood of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So we have to close now. So many things which we could have told, but like the class is always given according to the maturity of the person speaking. So this much only I could understand, and something we discussed. So thank you very much for your patient listening. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Madhava.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jana Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Sa Padantikam Vandeham Sri Gura Sri Juta Padakamalang Sri Gurung Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupang Sagrajatang Sahagana Raghunathanitang Tang Sajivam Sadaitam Shavadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanitangscha Namong Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschat Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubha Evacha Patitanang Pavanebho Vaishnavebho Namo Namaha Namo Mahabhadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karati Vachalam Pangulanga Ite Giring Jatkripa Tamaham Bande Shri Gurung Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Isharam. So today is very auspicious day. Today is the divine appearance day of Srimati Radharani, Radhastami. So on this auspicious day, I have chosen a verse from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 4. Chapter is entitled The Confidential Reasons for the Lord's Appearance, text number 69. Although it's not on the board, but it's a very simple verse. You can try to repeat after me. Mahabhava Swarupa Sri Radha Thakurani Sarva Guna Khani Krishna Kanta Siramani Mahabhava Swarupa Sri Radha Thakurani Sarva Guna Khani Krishna Kanta Siramani Mahabhava Sarupa Sri Radha Thakurani Sarva Guna Khani Krishna Kanta Siramani. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Sri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is the repository of all good qualities and the crest jewel among all lovely consorts of Lord Krishna. Purport. The unadulterated action of the Hladini Shakti is displayed in the dealings of the damsels of Vraja and Srimati Radharani, who is the topmost participant in that transcendental group. The essence of Hladini Shakti is love of Godhead. The essence of love of Godhead is bhava, or transcendental sentiment, and the highest pitch of that bhava is called Mahabhava. Srimati Radharani is the personified embodiment of these three aspects of transcendental consciousness. She is therefore the highest principle in love of Godhead and is the supreme lovable object of Sri Krishna. So in this verse, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is explaining the position of Srimati Radharani, and he explains that Radharani is Mahabhav Swarupa. Constitutionally, she is the embodiment of Mahabhav. What is Mahabhav? Before understanding Mahabhav, we should understand what is prema, or love of Godhead. Ado Shraddha tata sadhu sangha bhajana kriya anartha nibriti nishtha ruchi ashakti bhava and then prema. So love of Godhead is the goal of your devotional service. So devotional service or bhakti can be mixed bhakti or it can be Suddha bhakti. Niskam bhakti or Sakam bhakti. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in this world to propagate Suddha bhakti, not Mishra bhakti. And what is the symptom of Suddha bhakti? Anna bhilasita sunyam, jnana karmadi anabritam, anukulyana krishna anusilanam bhaktir uttama. Uttama means topmost bhakti or Suddha bhakti or pure devotional service. And it should be free from ulterior motive or material desires. Primarily two kinds of material desires. Desire for sense enjoyment and desire for liberation. Bhukti and mukti. Suddha bhakti should be free from bhukti and mukti. So Suddha bhakti or pure devotional service also is divided into three levels: sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti and prema bhakti. Sadhana bhakti is also divided into two categories: Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and raganuga sadhana bhakti. What is Vaidhi sadhana bhakti? Performing bhakti based on shraddha, faith in the scriptures and faith in the orders of the spiritual master. That is called Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. And through that Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, we can get love of Godhead. And that love of Godhead will take us to Vaikuntha planets. But in order to have entry in Goloka Vrindavan, we have to take the path of Raganuga sadhana bhakti. And what is Raganuga sadhana bhakti? There is no external difference. Difference is in the internal motivation. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti is motivated by Shraddha. Raganuga sadhana bhakti is motivated by lobha, greed, transcendental greed, spontaneous attraction. And it does not wait for the instruction of the Guru and it does not wait for the instruction of the scriptures. Naturally, he is attached to Krishna and his pastimes in Vrindavan. That is called Raganuga Bhakti. And through Raganuga Bhakti, one can attain Kevala Prema. And that is the qualification to enter into Goloka Vrindavan. So that Prema Bhakti, or love of Godhead, has also different levels. Sneha, Mana, Pranaya, Raga, Anuraga, Bhava, Mahabhava. Mahabhava also has varieties. So we are not going into those details. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is explaining Radharani is Mahabhava Sarupa. So Radharani's body is made of Mahabhava. She is the embodiment of Mahabhava. Mahabhava Sarupa Radha Thakurani. Sarvo Guna Khani. Khani is very interesting word. And Prabhupada is translating Khani is repository of all good qualities. So Radharani is the embodiment of all divine qualities, unlimited qualities. But Rupa Goswami explains 25 primary qualities of Srimati Radharani. So Radharani is the embodiment of love of Godhead. Not only love of Godhead, she is the embodiment of the topmost position of love of Godhead, Mahabhava. So Prabhupada used to say that we don't have any qualification to utter the name of Srimati Radharani, or to talking about her. One of his disciples asked a question about Srimati Radharani, and Prabhupada chastised him, what qualification you have to ask question about Srimati Radharani? And whenever I hear that incident, I feel why I am sitting on the Vyasasana to talk about Srimati Radharani on Radhastami. So I take the position of a humble servant, trying to be humble servant of Srila Prabhupada and his followers, and beg the blessings and mercy of Srimati Radharani, so that I can speak something what has been spoken by the previous acharyas. And what is the purpose? To serve all of you and for my own purification. Because today is the day. This is the day we are allowed to speak something. So we'll speak something about her today. So Radharani's Mahabhava. Mahabhava also have Vipralamba Bhav. Vipralamba, love in separation. So once Radha and Krishna were there in between Barsana and Nandagaon. And what happened? One bumblebee came and sat on the ear of Srimati Radharani and disturbing Srimati Radharani. So Radharani was very disturbed. Madhumangal saw that, and Madhumangal chased away that bumblebee and declared to Krishna and Radharani that Madhumangal has gone, because one of the name of bumblebee is Madhusudan, not Madhumangal, Madhusudan. Madhumangal told, Madhusudan has gone. Madhusudan is the name of Krishna also, and bumblebee is also known as Madhusudan. So Madhumangal told that Madhusudan has gone. He indicated that bumblebee is thrown out, chased out. But Srimati Radharani, in her ecstasy, thought, Krishna has gone. But Radharani was on the lap of Krishna. This is another variety of Mahabhava. The lover will be there next to you, but you will feel he is not there. And that kind of experience Radharani was experiencing. And she started lamenting, started crying. Tears were coming out, sweats were coming out from her body. And she felt unconscious. And by seeing the condition of Srimati Radharani, Krishna also started crying. And he also became unconscious. And he was also sweating, and tears also were flowing from his eyes. So much water, so much water. And all the gopis also fainted, all unconscious. And only water was flowing. And from that water, transcendental water, one kunda got manifested. And that kunda is known as Prem Sarovar. Prem Sarovar means pond of love of God. And if you take deep in that pond, you will get love of God. And then Suk and Sari started glorifying, chanting the name of Radha and Krishna. So Radharani heard the name of Krishna, Krishna heard the name of Radharani, and all the gopis heard the name of Radha and Krishna. All came back to their consciousness. So this pastime took place in between Nandagaon and Barsana. How many of you visited Prem Sarovar? If you have not done that, please do that. It's a very, very important place, because according to this verse, that Mahabhava Swarupini, that manifested in Prem Sarovar. So today I will try to explain how Srimati Radharani is topmost gopi. Because in the second line of this verse it is said, Sarva Gunakhoni Krishna Kanta Shiramani. So Srimati Radharani is the topmost gopi. Topmost. So you know, in Vrindavan, mood is pure love, sweetness. There is no place of Aishwarya in Vrindavan. Nobody cares, Krishna is God. And Mother Jasoda cannot dream also that Krishna is God. Very difficult for her to think also that Krishna is God. So I was reading in Nectar Devotion, Rupa Goswami is explaining, one day Mother Jasoda was talking to her friend, explaining different pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan. Mother Jasoda was telling her friend that people say that Krishna killed all the demons. How Krishna can kill demons? I know who is he. Little bit of danger, he comes out of fear and hides. How he can kill Vishnu? How he can kill demons? Actually, myself and Nanda Maharaj worshipped Vishnu in such a way, Vishnu became very pleased. And whenever there is attack, Krishna was always protected by our worshipable Lord, Vishnu. And people say that Krishna uprooted the Arjuna trees. How Krishna can uproot Arjuna trees? Actually, one tornado came and uprooted those trees. And people also talk about Krishna lifting Govardhan hill. Krishna lifting Govardhan hill, forget about it. Who lifted Govardhan hill? Nanda Maharaj. So this is the conviction of Mother Jasoda. This is called Vrindavan. So in Vrindavan, 5 rasas are there, primarily 3 rasas, Sakhya, Vatsalya and Madhurya. So in Vatsalya, there are gopis also, elderly gopis. Rupa Goswami has given a list of 9 topmost devotees in Vatsalya, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Number 1 position goes to Mother Jasoda. Sometimes people think, oh, position of the mother is not so appreciated in this world. But in the spiritual world, that is the topmost position. Then who is the second? Nanda Maharaj, second position. Father, second position. So position of the mother is higher than the father. Krishna is establishing this. Because mother's love is more intense than the father's love. So Mother Jashoda is number one, number two is Nanda Maharaj, number three, Mother Rohini. Number four, all the elderly gopis whose sons were kidnapped by Brahma. They come in the fourth category. Number four, that is Vrindavan. And out of Vrindavan, fifth position goes to Devaki. Sixth position, other wives of Vasudev. Seventh position goes to Kunti Maharani. All ladies. Then eighth position goes to Vasudev. He got some position. And ninth position goes to Sandipani Muni. Ninth position male, number one position female. By that you can understand the position of Mother Jashoda. One day, Krishna was glorifying Radharani. And Radharani was feeling very embarrassed and started thinking, what happened to Krishna today? He is doing too much. Then at the end, Krishna told that you are the topmost devotee and you are greater than Mother Jashoda. When Krishna spoke that, Radharani became very disturbed and stopped him talking further. Then Krishna told her, oh, you don't believe in my words, I will prove one day how you are the topmost devotee, even greater than Mother Jashoda. So one day, evening time, Krishna did not come back. So Mother Jashoda was in anxiety and searching for Krishna. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Then she saw that Krishna was in the middle and surrounded by gopis, young gopis. And Krishna was dancing. By seeing that, Mother Jashoda became very upset. He said that these gopis have no heart, cruel-hearted. Krishna spent the whole day grazing the cows in the forest. He is so tired, he should take bath, take food. But what they are doing? They are making Krishna dance. So with that mood, Mother Jashoda approached the gopis, headed by Srimati Radharani. He said, why you are doing like this? It is a time for Krishna to come back, take bath, take food, and you are enjoying with him and making him dance. Then Radharani replied that your Krishna goes to the forest for grazing the cows, herding the cows. But our Krishna always dances with us. So Mother Jashoda was shocked to hear that. She started thinking, I only thought I have only Krishna. But they are telling they also have Krishna. So it means there are two Krishnas in Vrindavan. It was a news for Mother Jashoda. And she saw that Krishna and looked at him and exactly same. Then she proposed to Srimati Radharani, why not have friendship between these two Krishna? What do you think about this idea? She gave the proposal to Srimati Radharani. Radharani said, no problem, good idea, good proposal. So she said, let's go to my house. So all of them approached, started walking towards Nanda Bhavan. And when they reached Nanda Maharaj's house, Krishna was coming out from his room. So Mother Jashoda saw that Krishna, she felt very happy that her Krishna is there. Then, by seeing to Krishna, Mother Jashoda came to a conclusion that we should do something. And she gave another proposal. She told Srimati Radharani that you told that your Krishna is very good in dancing. My Krishna is also good in dancing. So why not both Krishna dance together? What do you think about this idea? He said, very good idea. But we have one condition. What is the condition? He said, after the dance, there is a risk of exchange. Maybe our Krishna will go to you and your Krishna will come to us. We don't want that. So to make sure that our Krishna comes back to us, we'll put a mark on the forehead, white mark. And that Krishna is our Krishna. Okay, condition accepted, done. There's a white mark on the forehead of Radharani's Krishna. And Mother Jasoda's Krishna and Radharani's Krishna started dancing. Wonderful dance, beautiful dance. And after some time, there is no two Krishna, only one Krishna. Then Mother Jasoda said, where is other Krishna? Mother Radharani said, what? How do we know? It's your house. And Mother Jasoda was in anxiety. He said, oh, this is my Krishna. And started taking that Krishna. He said, wait, check. And check was done. And there's a mark on the forehead. It's our Krishna. So Mother Jasoda was in anxiety. Where is my Krishna? Where is my Krishna? Radharani, please give back my Krishna. Please give my Krishna. Praying, begging. And she fell unconscious on the ground. And that time Krishna was smiling, looking at Srimati Radharani, and indicated that what I told you, now I have proved today, that you are the topmost devotee. Why? Because Radharani's Krishna is the source of all other Krishnas in Vrindavan. Even Vatsalya Ras is also inferior to the Madhurya Ras of Vrindavan. So, caution, as a sadhaka, we should not compare at all, but our acharyas have given this as per the rasa, bhava. All devotees are perfect, and devotees of Vrindavan are most perfect. Mother Jasoda is the topmost devotee, but to glorify Srimati Radharani today, because today is the appearance of Srimati Radharani, we are trying to understand the position of Srimati Radharani as established by our acharyas. So in that way, our acharyas are expertly establishing the supermost position of Srimati Radharani. So Prabhupada always gave a caution that we should not discuss about intimate pastimes of Radha and Krishna. We are not qualified at all. So therefore, we will discuss some pastime, how Krishna showered his mercy. Not Srimati Radharani showered her mercy to our acharyas. Before that, we will explain how Radharani interacted for the first time with Krishna. All of you know that Radharani appeared from the womb of Kirtida Sundari, her eternal mother, and her eternal father is Vishwabhanu Maharaj. There are many stories how Radharani appeared. But Radharani was acting like a blind girl after her appearance. Although she was extraordinarily beautiful, but she was not opening her eyes. So parents were very disturbed, they are happy, but at the same time morose also, that girl has no eyesight. So then news spread that Radharani took birth. So Nanda Maharaj and Yasodama came to the house of Vishwabhanu Maharaj. Krishna also came, small boy. So they are talking, Mother Jasoda was talking, Kirtida Sundari was talking, Nanda Maharaj was talking. Then Krishna knew that Radharani is already born, and Radharani was lying on her bed. So what Krishna did, Krishna saw they are all busy in talking, so he came out from the lap of Mother Jasoda and crawling towards Srimati Radharani. And when Radharani understood And Krishna, there is a different version of the story. So Krishna touched Srimati Radharani, and as soon as Krishna touched, so Radharani understood, my worshipable Lord has come. So Radharani opened her eyes. So why Radharani did like that? That was the condition. When Krishna was planning to come to this earthly planet for pastimes, Radharani told that I will come, but with one condition. What is the condition? Condition is, I will not see any man or any male form other than you. Then I should see you only at my first sight. That's why Radharani was acting like a blind girl till Krishna came in front of her. And when Krishna came, then Radharani opened her eyes and saw her beloved Shamsundar. So by this you can understand the chastity of Srimati Radharani. Radharani is the topmost chaste lady in the whole creation. But in Vrindavan, Jatila used to think she is the topmost chaste lady. And Radharani has no chastity. A lot of bad talks about Radharani were there in Vrindavan. So Krishna wanted to prove that Radharani is the chaste lady. So Krishna revealed one pastime. Krishna exhibited that he had fever. And fever was not going away. No medicine was working. And Krishna told that my fever will go away if some chaste lady goes to Jamuna river with a pot with many holes. And she should bring water from Jamuna river, and not a single drop of water should fall from that pot. That was the medicine. So who will go? The most chaste lady, Kirtida went, not Kirtida, Kutila. So Kutila went and with that pot took water, and immediately all the water fell because lot of holes. So nobody was able to do that. How it is possible? Impossible. How a drop of water will not fall from a pot with so many holes? Then crisis, who will do? Then ultimately proposal was given, Radharani should do that. So Radharani went to Jamuna river, prayed to Krishna, took that pot, filled the pot with water, brought that water, not a single drop of water fell from that pot, and that water was used, and Krishna became healthy. In that way, Krishna established that Radharani is the chaste lady. So our parampara is known as Gauriya parampara. Vaishnavas, they worship Vishnu. Worshipper of Vishnu is known as Vaishnava. Worshipper of Krishna is known as Karshna. And worshipper of Radharani is known as Gauriya. So Gauriya Vaishnavas, they worship Srimati Radharani. And why we worship Krishna? Because Radharani worships him. That is the concept. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was very, very particular on that point. No worship of Krishna without Srimati Radharani. And many people cannot accept Radharani because that is not a married relationship, it's not a bona fide relationship. Even Gauriya, not other Vaishnava Parampara also, they want to see Radha and Krishna married. And there are pastimes also. Radha Krishna got married. Brahma arranged that marriage. And they feel very happy about that. But the Gauriya Vaishnava Acharyas are not interested at all about the marriage of Radha and Krishna. They don't want to see Radha and Krishna getting married. That's why I read there are two Goloka Vrindavan. One is Madhurya Goloka Vrindavan and one is Aishwarya Goloka Vrindavan. Those who want to see Radha Krishna married, they will be in Aishwarya Goloka Vrindavan. And those who want to see Radha Krishna as not married, they will be allowed to enter into Madhurya Goloka Vrindavan. Aishwarya Goloka Vrindavan is outside of Madhurya Goloka Vrindavan. So it's very, very important. That's why Jaya Jaya Ujjala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sar Parokiya Bhave Jaha Brajate Prachar. So in Vrindavan, Krishna and Radha are not married. And if you want to see them married, go to other place. Golok Vrindavan is not the place. So Vrindavan, Krishna and Radharani are lover and beloved. They are not married couples. Topmost position. Topmost loving relationship between Radha and Krishna in that situation. So that's why Gauriya Vaishnava Parampara worship Radha and Krishna in that mood. Very, very important. And our acharyas are also very exalted acharyas. All are confidential servants of Srimati Radharani. That's why you are very, very fortunate to be connected with this parampara. So I'll tell one story of Srinivas Acharya. Srinivas Acharya is partial manifestation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And after 6 Goswamis left this world, Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur and Samananda Pandit, the 3 primary acharyas, carried on the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Srinivas Acharya is Mani Manjari from the spiritual world. And he had many disciples, but one of the primary prime disciple was, important disciple was Ramchandra Kaviraj. Ramchandra Kaviraj is Karuna Manjari from the spiritual world. So one day what happened, Srinivas Acharya was in Vishnupur, in Bankura district of West Bengal, and the books brought by them were stolen. Then after that he continued to stay there. And what happened one day, Srinivas Acharya was in ecstasy, in meditation. Because when someone achieves the perfection, love of Godhead, they get Siddha Sarup, means spiritual body. And they also have Sadhaka body. 2 bodies are there. Just like Rupa Goswami, he has a Sadhaka body as Rupa Goswami and serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, spreading the Sankirtan movement. And he also has a Siddha Sarup, that is Rupa Manjari, and serves Radha Krishna in her Siddha Sarup in Goloka Vrindavan. So Srinivas Acharya as a Sadhaka, and Sadhaka body was distributing the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the form of book distribution. But as a Siddha, he was serving Radha and Krishna as Mani Manjari. One day what happened, Srinivas Acharya was in meditation, and generally he used to come out after some time and come to his normal situation. But on that occasion, he was in meditation and was not coming out from that meditation. 1 day passed, 2 days passed, and people thought Srinivas Acharya passed away. No symptom of life. Then they thought better call Ramchandra Kaviraj, because he knows, he is the confidential disciple. And already Ramchandra Kaviraj knew what happened to his Gurudev, because that is the position of the perfect disciple. The heart of the Guru and heart of the disciple becomes one. That is the perfection of our devotional life. So he attained that perfection. So he came on the 3rd day and he assured them, don't worry, Gurudev will come back. So in order to check what's going on, so he also entered into meditation. And in meditation he saw that Radharani lost. What she lost? She lost her nose ring. And it was lost in the water of Jamuna river. And all the gopis and manjaris, they're searching and searching and searching, not able to find out. And in that searching process, Mani Manjari, Srinivas Acharya is also there. She is also searching, but not getting that nose ring of Srimati Radharani. Radharani had Maharas Leela with Krishna, and after that water sport pastime, then somehow Radharani lost that nose ring in the water of Jamuna. So then, who appeared in the scene? The disciple of Mani Manjari, Karuna Manjari, Ramchandra Kabiraj. He said, Gurudev, can I help you? He took the permission, he or she, whatever. She took the permission. Karuna Manjari took the permission of Mani Manjari. He said, okay, we find. She entered into the water of Jamuna, and after some time, she found that nose ring of Srimati Radharani. It was lying under that leaf, that lotus leaf. And she found out. Who found out? Karuna Manjari. Who is that person? Ramchandra Kabiraj. So she came out and gave that nose ring to who? Radharani. To who? To her spiritual master, Mani Manjari. Mani Manjari gave that to her spiritual master, Guna Manjari, Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Then Gopal Bhatta Goswami gave it to Lalita Sakhi. Then Lalita Sakhi gave it to Srimati Radharani. It's a process. We have to follow the process. Gopi Bhattu Padakavalayor Das Dasanudas. Don't jump over. We always have a tendency to become special and jump over. If you have to jump over, then you have to jump out of spiritual world. That's going to happen. If you want to be in the spiritual world, take a humble position. The servant of the spiritual master. So when you take that position, that is the topmost position. Servant of the spiritual master. So Ramchandra Kabiraj, as a perfect disciple, did exactly the way it should be done. Then, as a reciprocation, Radharani gave tambul, chewed tambul to Mani Manjari. And when they came out from that pastime and came to this world again, there was fragrance all over, beautiful, very nice fragrance. Where from is coming? Where is coming? Then he realized, now he is no more she. He is Srinivas Acharya. He checked that I have kept that tambul from the mouth of Srimati Radharani, and that fragrance was emanating all over. And he took and distributed that tambul to the devotees around. So in that way, Radharani blessed who? Srinivas Acharya. Service. Service to the spiritual master attracts the mercy of Srimati Radharani. So, one more pastime. Samananda Pandit. So that is also very interesting pastime. So you know, Samananda Prabhu's name was, before was Dukhya. Dukhya. And Dukhya took initiation from Hridaya Chaitanya. And Hridaya Chaitanya gave him the name Krishnadas. So Krishnadas wanted to study scriptures, training from, he wanted to get training from Jiva Goswami. So three people, Srinivas Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur and Samananda Pandit, studied under Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami was the Shiksha Guru of all the Vaishnavas in Vrindavan. They had their own respective Diksha Gurus, but Jiva Goswami was the Shiksha Guru because he was a genius in Shastra. Prabhupada said there was no one like Jiva Goswami and there will not be anybody like Jiva Goswami. when scholarship of Gauriya Vaishnava Parampara comes into the picture. So, Syamananda Prabhu Krishnadas was studying, but by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and other scriptures, he developed the desire to serve Srimati Radharani. And he proposed Jiva Goswami that I want to do some seva. He said, okay, go to Nidhuvan and clean the kunja early in the morning. So that service he got, Krishnadas. So one day, Krishnadas was cleaning the kunja and saw an anklet, beautiful anklet. And he took it. So in the morning, Radharani realized that she only had one anklet. Where is the other one? And he told Lalita, please go. I think I have left that anklet in Nidhuvan. So Lalita Sakhi came, not in a Lalita Sakhi form, came and asked, who? Krishnadas. That you are cleaning, you got some anklet? He said, yes, I got an anklet. He said, please give it to me. He said, whose anklet is this? He said, this anklet of one of my friend, Sakhi. He said, it's a very valuable anklet. I don't want to give it to you. I want to give to her only, because it's very valuable. Then he said, no, she is very, she is the daughter of a very rich man, very highly elevated personality. See how she can come. She cannot come in daytime. He said, no, no, no. If she wants to get it, she has to come. So Lalita Sakhi understood something is going to happen. Srimati Radharani is going to manifest some pastime. So she went back and told this. He said, okay, let's go together. So Radharani and Lalita came together. And she told, that's my anklet, please give it to me. And Krishnadas gave it to her. And by seeing Radharani, she understood who is she. Then Radharani also wanted to give her mercy. What he did, he took that anklet and took dust of Vrindavan in Nidhuvan and put on the forehead of Krishnadas. And a tilaka manifested, natural tilaka on the forehead of Krishnadas. I said, this is the symptom. You will remember, this is my mercy to you. And because I am Syama, and you have given me bliss by your wonderful service, Ananda, that's why your name is Syamananda. And I will give you a mantra also. And Radharani gave him or her, whatever, gave him the mantra. So now, already Krishnadas had one kind of tilak, and also name, and also mantra. And everything was changed by Srimati Radharani. She gave different tilaka, different name, and also different mantra. And Syamananda came, she was so happy, jubilant, and also Radharani showed her Kishori form to Syamananda. Very rare to see. And told also he will be visible also later on. And both of them disappeared. Then Syamananda came back to Jiva Goswami, his guru, and explained everything, what exactly happened. Jiva Goswami said, oh, you are so fortunate that you got the direct mercy from Srimati Radharani. I only spoke, but he got the mercy. So, that news spread, that Krishnadas became Syamananda, and he got new tilaka. And news came to Hridaya Chaitanya, and he became so upset, so angry. How come? You change. I am your guru. You change the mantra. You change tilaka. You also change name. He became very, very upset, very, very upset. Then Radharani came to the dream of Hridaya Chaitanya and told, don't worry so much, I have done that. I have done it. And by hearing that, Hridaya Chaitanya became so happy that my disciple is so fortunate that he got the mercy of Srimati Radharani directly. So how it is possible? Service. Service under the guidance of the spiritual master gives all perfections in our life. So all these pastimes reveal the same thing. Service to the spiritual master, service to the previous acharyas is the secret of our spiritual success. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radhastami Mahamotsav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimati Radharani ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. I don't know, any time for question? I don't think you have any question. Question? Okay.